Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah to Yahweh Shai. Peace and power to the throne of King David, and peace and blessings to you out there. All praises due to the royal house of King David. Here for another breakdown of these scriptures and to delve into these end time prophecies. I told y'all, this world is mad. It's upside down. Well, it's about to be right side up. It's funny. DC Haraj sent me this video right when I got this lesson together, so it's meant for me to show y'all this. This is so that you see that I'm not pulling nothing out of thin air. All right. This is all prophecy. The prophecies are just coming to pass one after the other. All right. So y'all check this out. This is a short video. It's not very long, maybe a couple of minutes, but then we'll get to the scriptures so I can show you that all this is happening in real time. All right, so check it out.
News right now, the official White House account has officially referred to Donald Trump, the president of the United States, as the king on the official White House channels. These are channels that are observed by foreign leaders and foreign governments across the world. This is the latest post from the White House. As you can see, it says Trump with a crown on his head like the king. It says, "Long live the king." This is in reference to a Time magazine cover. It's meant to look like one. And this was posted on the official White House social media accounts, their Twitter, their Instagram, all across their social media accounts, all for the world, for foreign governments, for adversaries and allies to see. This comes after Donald Trump called himself, said, "Long live the king," as he referenced New York's congestion pricing, where he directed the Secretary of Transportation to end congestion pricing in New York City, then called himself the king. Now, I'm going to do a full breakdown of all of this and so much more on my Substack shortly this evening, so be sure to subscribe for free at the link in my bio. As always, comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along to stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. There'll be more to come soon. We have some news right now. The official White House...
Y'all see that, right? He's been declared king. Want to know why? Because this is no longer a corporation. And I've been telling y'all that. Have I not been telling y'all that all this time, man? I mean, going all the way back to the bomb, right? To the bomb videos. Now, at that time, yeah, America was still a corporation. But I said that America is going back to being a republic, right? Well, do you believe me now? Trump is the king, right? He is the king. And you know, republics don't have presidents. Presidents are corporate. All right? Republics have kings like Rome. All right? Rome has Caesars. All right? Herod was a king. All right? He was an Edomite king. All right? So they don't have presidents. They only have presidents and corporations. The Corporation of America is dead. Okay? It's dead. Now, I want to show y'all something. If y'all didn't bother to look it up, I'll hook you up right now. All right? This is check it out.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Hold on. Look at that.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
That's the new flag, y'all. See it?
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
I'm going to read what it says. It says, Confederate First National Flag. This flag has the first national pattern with 9 stars on the canton. The flag's large dimensions indicate that it was probably used as a storm flag during bad weather. All right. This is a Confederate flag now. All right.
All right, guys. We gotta figure out how to use our research and critical thinking skills so that we don't get.
Here we go. Look at this.
See what y'all did? MAGA. Y'all happy now, MAGA? Is you happy now, MAGA? We're not saving you this time, MAGA. Do it without us. We're going to unify and get our own selves together. Bump y'all. Beam on. See what y'all did? MAGA. Y'all happy now, MAGA? Is you happy now, MAGA? We're not saving you this time, MAGA. Do it without us. We're going to unify and get our own selves together. Bump y'all. Beam on. See what y'all did?
Y'all see what was in front of Mama's face? A 9-star flag. 9 stars. No more corporation. America is now a republic with its own king. King Trump. Yeah. Now, what does that mean? That means that the scripture is now fulfilled. Let me prove it to you. Let's go to Daniel chapter... is it 11? Daniel chapter 11. Trump is now known as the King of the North. Why? Because this is the North Country. Let's go down to no, that's too far. All right, let's go to start at 40. Hold on, y'all. All right. I'm going to start up here at verse 36. Daniel 11, 36. And it says, I'll read the New Living Translation. The king will do as he pleases, exalting himself and claiming to be greater than every god, even blaspheming the power of powers. He will succeed, but only until the time of wrath is completed. For what has been determined will surely take place. I'm going to read the KJV. And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every power, and shall speak marvelous things against the power of powers, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Now this hasn't happened yet. This is just a prophecy. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any power, for he shall magnify himself above all. But in his estate shall he honor the power of forces, and the power whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver, and with precious stones and pleasant things. Verse 39. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange power, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. Now, he's dividing the land for gain right now. Look at verse 40. And at the time of the end shall the king of the south push at him, and the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots and with horsemen and with many ships. And he shall enter into the countries and shall overflow and pass over. He shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown. But these shall escape out of his hand, even Edom and Moab and the chief children of Ammon. So that's Japan, that's China, and Saudi Arabia. Verse 42. He shall stretch forth his hand upon the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. So this man is going to have power over the whole world, basically. Does not Trump have power over the whole world right now? Do y'all see him buckling entire nations? France, he after Mexico, Greenland, Canada, Germany, the European Union, right? You see what he's doing, right? Does he not have power over that? Look at verse 43. This should bring it home. But he shall have power over the treasures of gold and the silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt. That's America. And the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps. So does he not have control of all that? All right. Trump got control over all of that, man. Look at verse 44. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly make away many. I'm going to read the New Living Translation. Verse 43, Daniel 11 and 43. He will gain control over the gold, silver, and treasures of Egypt, and the Libyans and Ethiopians will be his servants. All right. But then, news from the east, more than likely Xi Jinping from China, and the north will alarm him, meaning Canada, okay? And he will set out in great anger to destroy and obliterate many. Look at verse 45, New Living Translation. He will stop between the glorious holy mountain and the sea, and will pitch his royal tents. But while he is there, his time will suddenly run out, and no one will help him. Now, the only thing that's come to pass thus far with this is how he's overthrowing these other countries, all right, and how he has gained control over the gold, silver, and treasures of Egypt. You know, when you hear about Egypt, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, it's talking about the United States. So this can't be nobody else but Trump. Now, some of these haven't come to pass yet. All right. He's still got more to do. Trump is going to be in office for another 3 years at least, 3.5 years. Okay. So he got a lot to accomplish and do at that time, right? But look what it says in verse 43. He will gain control over gold, silver, and treasures of Egypt. He's done that already. He is the trustee in bankruptcy. Been telling y'all that, right? And the Libyans and Ethiopians will be his servants. Look what's going on over there in Ethiopia, in Libya. Trump is on board with them, bringing them under his subjection so they can get use of all of their precious metals and minerals over there. Okay? Look at verse 45. He will stop between the glorious holy mountain and the sea, and will pitch his royal tents. But while he is there, his time will suddenly run out, and no one will help him. So, does that mean that he's going to die? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to him, but something is going to stop him. All right? Something is going to stop him. Now we can go to Daniel 12 and 1. Look what it says. And at that time, what time? When his time runs out, right? When his time runs out, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stands for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time shall the people be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right? And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. All right? So, if we go back to Daniel 11, and 45, it says, and he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas of the glorious and holy mountain. That's the King James Version. Yet shall he come to his end, and none shall help him. So, I know it sounds like it overlaps. You said, but you said, what about this year? What about the year of Jubilee and all that? Yeah, that's still going. Let me show y'all what I mean. This is what it says. It says he will stop between the glorious holy mountain. So that means that the glorious holy mountain is already going to be set up. That's us right there. Right? That's us right there. But when it says his time is going to suddenly run out, I told y'all 3.5 years later, right? Well, did you see the last video? Right? Did y'all see the last video about the temple being built? I said 40 and 2 months, right? So I said Trump going to be in office for about another 3.5 years, correct? That's the time that the Gentiles are going to try and underfoot the northern kingdom, and that's when they're going to be brought through the fire, right? But we're going to already be set up by then. That's why it has to come this year. It has to come this April. This is when the southern kingdom is going to get delivered. Well, then, why does it mean he's going to run out of time 3 years later? Well, let's go to Thessalonians. Give me a minute. You know what? Scratch that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 15. First Corinthians 15 and 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the power, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall all be changed. Right? So, that's the northern kingdom. And when does the northern kingdom get resurrected? They don't get resurrected when we do. They get resurrected 3.5 years from now. See what I'm saying? Now let's go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Verse 16. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, comma, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of power, and the dead in the Hamashiach shall rise first. Well, guess what? In order for the dead in Hamashiach to rise first, the southern kingdom had to have already be risen. All right? When it says that he shall descend from heaven with a shout, all right? with the voice of the archangel. Well, who's the archangel? Well, let's find out. Let's go back to Daniel chapter 10. Gotta find out who the archangel is. Get Daniel 10 and 21. But I will show thee that which is noted in the scripture of truth. And there is none that holds with me in these things but Michael your prince. Verse 21, New Living Translation. Meanwhile, I will tell you what is written in the book of truth. No one helps me. This is the Father speaking to Daniel. He said, no one helps me against these spirit princes except Michael, your spirit prince. That's who the archangel is. So, let me put it in plain sight for you. When it says that the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, it can read more commonly, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of Michael. Right now, let's go to Daniel 12. No, Salah 11. And 45. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas of the glorious and holy mountain. So why is it glorious and holy? Because the Most High is already there already. Michael is already there already. The archangel of the Lord is already there. All right? He's already there. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious and holy mountain. Who's going to do that? The king of the north. And who is the king of the north? It's Trump. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Now, he's going to come to his end 3.5 years from now. All right? But verse 1, Daniel chapter 12. See, this is why it says, study to show thyself approved. Look at verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Who? The northern kingdom, not southern. The southern kingdom have already been delivered by this time. Okay? And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Now, what happens when we, all right, get changed? Well, let's find out. Let's go to Isaiah 52. Go to Isaiah 52, starting at verse 9. Isaiah 52 and 9. Break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem, for the Lord hath comforted his people, he hath redeemed Jerusalem. The Lord hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations. This is the year of Jubilee. He's going to make us bare in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our power. Verse 11. Depart ye, go ye out from thence, touch no unclean thing. Go ye out of the midst of her. Be ye clean that bear the vessels of the Lord. He said, when I transform you, get out of there. Go to the holy mountain. For you shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight. He said, we won't leave. All right? For ye shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight. For the Lord will go before you, and the power of Israel will be your rearward. Now let's take it back to Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. You know what? Let's go to 11. Daniel 11 and 45. Again. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas in the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. So, this king is going to build this shit all the way up into the borders of the holy mountain, and then he's going to stop. And then, by that time, 3.5 years later, his time is going to run out. Basically saying, I believe he's either going to pass away or something going to happen to him. It just says he's going to run out and nobody's going to help him. And then at that time, shall Michael stand up. He can't stand up if he ain't already in the spot, right? The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. Who's the children of thy people? It's y'all. Y'all are not elect. Y'all are sons and daughters. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Why? Because by that time, Trump going to be pissed off the entire planet. And when he dies, America is going to be open season on him. Everybody going to want a piece of America's ass once Trump goes down. And at that time shall thy people be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. How are they going to get written in the book? Because for the next 3 years, Elijah and Enoch, it's a lot. Elijah and Enoch are going to be out there preaching to the northern kingdom to bring in the elect. The 1/3 and then the 2/3 are going to be cut off and die. So, it's got to go down. It's got to go down this year. Because I've already proven to you, right, that the red heifers are going to be sacrificed. And they can't go past this year. They can't. Because they have an expiration date on them. 3 years old. Anything past that, they're no good. And it's very rare to have 5 red heifers. They don't come that easy. They don't come unblemished like that. You heard what they said? They got 5 of them. And the Most High brought them in this time. And see, a heifer, it's not a bull, it's a cow, it's a female. See, that's what made it even more rare. So this got to be the time. All right? And he said, we're not going to leave with haste. We're going to get transformed and we're going to get the fuck out of here. We're going to set up the holy mountain. We're going to measure, all right, the tabernacle and them that worship therein. And we're going to leave the outer courts to the Gentiles to trample on the northern kingdom for 42 months. And it's already started. Now, any of you busters out there, scrimmage me on that. Right? Scrimmage me on that. You know? But you can't. All you're going to do is do what you usually do and make your dumbass comments. But guess what? I show and prove every time. Y'all the ones. All you camps out there sneaking, listening in. Hey, why don't y'all take a trip on over there to Israel and support your brothers? Go over there and sit with your daddies. With your rabbi. Why don't y'all putting them funky ass black hats on, man? Y'all already look like y'all stink anyway. All you camps. Go on over there sporting your 6-pointed star. Maybe they'll let you go by the Wailing Wall. Maybe they'll let y'all take part in reconstructing the Solomonic Third Temple. That what y'all want, right? Ain't y'all law keepers? Well, hey, guess what? They keep the law too. Why don't y'all take y'all stupid asses over there? IUIC, GMS, Sakari. Yeah, I'm calling y'all names out. All of y'all, ISUPK. Why don't y'all go over there? All of y'all that sport that 6-pointed star, why don't y'all go over there and be with your daddies? Keep the law. Keep the law. Well, they keep the law. Why y'all ain't over there? They getting ready to sacrifice the red heifers. They getting ready to build y'all a temple. See, Most High to put y'all in a trick bag and pigeonhole y'all into some bullshit. Y'all looking dumber by the day. That's why you quiet. So what you gonna do? All right? Time's running out. And you Christians, where's Jesus at? Hey, he late. Should have been here. So, this is point game right here, y'all. It's point game. All right, we on countdown. Do y'all know from now to Passover is under 60 days now? We under 2 months. All right, so I'm gonna keep putting this content out there. All right, y'all stay edified. Barak atah to the Father of Lights. Barak atah to Yahweh Shai. Peace and power to the throne. Peace and power to the royal house of David. We on the move, y'all. All right, it's point game. We almost there. Stay the course. All right, stay on your squares. All right, and don't lose your faith and don't lose your hope. Stay right there. All right, I'll be back with another video soon enough. It's your King and Shepherd KD, and I'll see y'all on the next go round. KD out. Shalom.